I'm back in the factory, which means it's time for the studio show. We've got a very interesting show for you guys today. From the Belgian Grand Prix onwards, the drivers will be given more responsibility for their starts. So we'll be talking starts and clutches with Paddy Lowe and the technical guys. Plus, we've also been behind the scenes at the Mercedes-Benz Family Fun Day. And what's a tweet up? Do you want to know more? We bet you do. Last week, it was announced that there will be a change in F1's technical regulations. From the Belgian Grand Prix onwards, the drivers will be given more responsibility for their starts. I want to know what that really means.
So what's coming up is a series of regulations to do with how much we're allowed to assist the drivers. So you imagine in the past, up till now, we've been helping the drivers as much as we possibly can. It's still a manual start. The drivers still control the clutch, they still control the throttle. Nothing like what we used to have with launch control, but still we've been able to help them out. So we've been able to give the drivers advice about the tire temperatures, about the clutch management, about the positioning of the clutch to get just the right amount of torque to get off the line. And what the regulations are doing now is closing down that assistance and leaving the drivers a bit more on their own. So they'll be out there at the start of the race. They'll have 2 or 3 seconds, the lights will be coming on, and it will be pretty much up to them.
So what do Nico and Lewis have to say about these changes?
It's good. It's going to make it even more exciting because it's going to be even more in our hands, to do a good start, and more difficult. And that will throw in a lot of variables, and it will be much more difficult and much more difficult to predict the outcome also of a start. So all good, and hopefully I can use it to my advantage.
It doesn't really make a huge difference. It doesn't. We still have the same responsibility, so it doesn't actually change anything. All it does is that when you do the start from the grid, normally the team can calculate how much grip there is and how much torque delivery the engine is giving. And so, for example, if you get too much torque, you get wheel spin. If you get not enough, there's no wheel spin and it's a slow pull away. So the team will see that and they'll tell you whether to turn the torque up or down. Now we can't do that, and we can't ourselves can't do the torque up and down. So basically, there's such a differential between the first start and the real start. There's going to be a lot of people getting bad starts. That's probably about it. That's all I can say.
So that's what the drivers think. I want to know what the technical team thinks of the rule changes, and most importantly, how it will affect the team in the garage.
We'll still work with the drivers quite a lot. There's a lot of driver coaching, a lot of preparation. The drivers, of course, practice the race starts here in the factory, on the simulator, at the track as much as we possibly can. So we get them as prepared as we can, and right up to the moment they leave the garage, we'll be doing our best to help them, and then we're going to hand over to them and just watch the show like everybody else. I think there'll be a bit more variability. So the physical clutch won't change. The drivers will still control it the same as they did before. The difference will be that because we're not giving them any advice and getting it right to exactly the right point, it's going to be much more down to the driver's feel. And I think the result will be that some drivers will do it well and they'll get away off the line nice and cleanly, and some drivers will overheat the clutch or stall the car, just as you would leaving the lights at a roundabout.
So we've heard what the drivers think, but now I want to know, and I'm guessing you do too, what Paddy Lowe thinks.
So there's not a lot of time and not a lot of opportunity to test new things, and principally that's for the driver to test, because the point of the interpretation is that the driver has to do a lot of these things on his own that he was previously having assistance with. We have the Hungarian race, so maybe we'll do some practice there, but we'll see. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
And which driver will the changes benefit more?
Impossible to say that. We'll have to see how they adapt. Indeed, how big are the changes? It's all quite uncertain at the moment. But the one big thing is it does put a lot more duty on the driver to do more and the team to do less, which I think is a good direction for the sport. That particular aspect around race starts and race start preparation arguably had become overly managed by the team over the last sort of 10 to 15 years. So I think it's a good change, and we'll see what comes from it.
This weekend we went behind the scenes of the Mercedes Family Fun Day. All Mercedes employees, including Nico and Lewis, were invited to the Sywell Aerodrome for fun and games. It was a reward for everybody's hard work over the years so far. Here's a snapshot of what we got up to. Now, the Mercedes-AMG Petronas F1 team has the best fans. It's true. A group of our fans met up at the Mercedes-Benz World on the Austrian Grand Prix weekend for what they like to call a tweet-up. Here they are.
Hey, I'm Antonella, known as Silver Arrows Ham on Twitter, and this is my video diary for the Mercedes F1 team. Okay, there are 5 minutes to go until the race starts, and we've all gathered together in the Mercedes-Benz World Cinema to watch the race. So yeah, here we are. Come on!
For Mercedes, it's a 1-2 finish in consecutive races for the first time this season.
So the race is done. Some of us are happy, most of us are happy, some of us are a little bit sad. Okay, so the day's come to an end. We've all had a really good day, we've enjoyed the race, and for some of us that was exactly the result we were hoping for. To come to Mercedes-Benz World and see a Mercedes 1-2 result has been absolutely awesome. So yeah, I guess this is the end of the day. Thanks for watching this video, and we're signing out.
We love the tweet-up idea. Let us know if you get up to anything similar on Grand Prix weekends. And we've got lots of exciting videos coming up, including an exclusive interview with Sir Stirling Moss on the 60th anniversary of his British Grand Prix win at Aintree. So be sure to subscribe. It's free, and you will get to hear about our videos before anyone else.